let's get to it. It means that no, we haven't had any paces at all. Gonna turn the audio down here so I'm not fighting with myself in terms of talking. Yeah, so it's funny because this run was, I think it was a couple hours into my stream, at least over an hour, I think, and I just could not get a run started at all. And Road 2 Creations was like, how's it going? And I was like, I'm frustrated because I can't get any runs started. And he was like, well, have you had any good paces at least? And I was like, no, I can't get any runs started. So so it was kind of ironic that that's the conversation that was happening at the start of this run. Thank you for the congratulations, for all the support, you guys. I really appreciate it. I'll probably turn my hand cam off so it doesn't get confusing, because it's just the game feed up in the middle. Everything else is real time. This one, there we go. I missed it. What was series? Did we get a crazy world record? No? $46.31. Trash. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's funny how things like that happen sometimes. This pace is going to be a pain to run against, though. The nice thing is, like I said, everything after Dragon is like easy to save time, except for Fantoon was a mid. Turn up the audio just a little bit. This shirt was probably from the name escapes me. The Yeti. It's probably from the Yeti, which means there's probably reprints out there. I've had some reprints from other vendors with other shirts in the past, and they're pretty hit and miss. Sometimes they're okay, but most of the time they're pretty low quality. Like the print starts peeling off after a couple washes. So if you do see this shirt for sale somewhere that isn't the Yeti, just be aware that it's likely a repro. Alright, so we're gonna go do Taco Tank. Samus was refusing to eat tacos earlier. But if I remember, we got it second try. Oh, too slow. Yep. Thank you. Woo! Alright. Because he Thank you for the hype train, you guys. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I said, hey. What's going on? That wasn't an oscillator, Funtoon. We got it. Funtoon be crazy. So an oscillator, basically the game is designed so that Samus can only be touching one tile at a time. And so if her hitbox is overlapping on two tiles, the way that it handles that is that on frame 1 it will have her touching one tile, and then on frame 2 it's the other tile, and it alternates back and forth. It oscillates back and forth. And so with Taco Tank specifically, when you try to connect with it in the ceiling, sometimes the game will detect that you are touching the left tile, which is the energy tank, and sometimes it will detect that you're touching the right tile, which is not the energy tank. And if you touch the right tile, then you don't get it, and the ceiling pushes you down, so you can't get it on the next frame. But you still did everything correctly, like you still did the trick correctly, and so that's referred to as an oscillator grab. But Funtune incorrectly identified this one as an oscillator when it was actually a grab. So that's funny. I bet Ta is so embarrassed. Funtune was wrong in the world record. Honestly, Twin, the first two are the worst. Because they're the kind that you don't feel like you should fail, but you fail all the time anyway. Yeah, so what I'm talking about here in the background is Moondance will be good. If you look at the comment from Apathy Duck on the right side, he says, I like this route because it looks like somebody looked at RBO and went, you know what this run needs more of? Reset points. And it's true, there are a lot of reset points in the run, but the worst ones are in the first 10 minutes or so. Taco Tank, obviously, which isn't, like, it causes a lot of resets, but it's not that bad. Like, missing it doesn't feel that bad. But Moondance, if you mess up Moondance, that is really frustrating. And I think Zost can attest to that. It's screwing up Moondance is really demotivating. I'm not sure why it's so much worse, but it just is, at least for me. So yeah, commentary will be on YouTube as well. I wasn't gonna do this at all because I really don't want to watch the late game, because I think it will make me feel bad about myself, but I'm trying to be better about not being overly critical of myself. So yeah, no problem. Alright, so here's Moondance. For anybody who is not familiar with Moondance, it is 176 consecutive moonfalls, which all are building up Samus's fall speed. So we do the first 29 of them to the right. We do that because if we do any of those to the left, then she'll get stuck and it will fail. And then once we've done 176 of them, Samus will clip down through the block that she's standing on currently. Then we run to the left and we can clip through the blocks to get down to the Edacoons, because her fall speed is still so high. So just doing one more moonfall will result in that. I didn't have my audio tracks separated correctly for this recording, I realized after. So there's gonna be like alert sounds and stuff through the run. That's okay, it's not a big deal. There's that moonfall. Thank you for the gift subs, Long August. I might need to step away for a minute. Apparently my daughters are being little toddlers. That's what I'll call them. They're being toddlers. Yeah, Cypher. Seriously. Thank you, Fresh. Thank you, Fresh Maniac. I really appreciate that. Who discovered Moondance? Snick. He's a tasser. The thing I think a lot of people don't realize about tassing, especially with this game, is they can see things that you can't see when you are running. So they can see things like memory values, right? They can see Samus's fall speed at any given time. They can see her pixel position value. They can see all sorts of other things via memory. So when you think about Moondance being discovered, it's not like somebody just randomly got in those blocks and decided to moonfall back and forth forever. It was more of a conceptual understanding of what it would take for that situation to work out the way that it did, and realizing that it would work in that spot. So there's an understanding of mechanics and concepts, and then the application of those, and it turned out to be useful in this specific scenario. That makes sense. Does it have to be the blocks specifically to work, the ones on the far right? Yes, and that is because the ceiling above the blocks on the far right is a slope tile, and Samus can stand up through slope tiles in that situation.
It's too low.
When you do that, it pushes her down through the other blocks, so... Alright guys, I'm really sorry, I need to step away for just a minute. When I put this up on YouTube, I'll just edit out this part, so that it's seamless. Anyway, hang on. Alright, sorry. Let's go. I'm still running this. Ow. Late game was too bad for me to leave this as my PB. I would rather have a run that is behind at Botch Wound but has a better late game than the one that we have right now. Whoa. Thank you for the $50. You don't have to do that. That's a lot of freaking money. Thank you. Congratulations and thank you for the years of quality content. I don't know if I'd call it quality content, but you're welcome. My daughters are now down here with me, so if you hear background noise, that's what it is. What, twin? Why are you grumpying me? Don't grumpy me. What the heck? That's not nice. Oh, about saying I don't think it's quality content. I feel like, I don't know, the past year or so, pretty quality. I used to be a really bad streamer, now I'm just a kind of bad streamer. So I didn't put the timer in this video, and that is because I think I will be able to more objectively say, like, oh yeah, this part of the run was good and this part of the run was bad and blah blah blah, if I'm not looking at live split. Because, for example, I think the furthest ahead we were at a given point was -22, and the run finished at minus like 4.5. So seeing the time just tick down and down is not what I want to focus on talking about this run. I just want to focus on what went well, what did not, etc., etc. I'm not switching categories right now. I guess I can talk about hell runs. I mean, there's probably people that will be watching this that have never seen an RBO run. So we have to fight Ridley first in this category, and that means we can't get the Varia suit because it's behind Kraid, and we can't get the Gravity suit because it's locked by Fantoon. So that means that we have to get a bunch of resources like health and ammo so that we can survive the Ridley fight. And part of the reason for that is because we have to go through these heated rooms without heat protection. So we're constantly taking heat damage in Norfair. And that's why I'm farming here, is to get ammo up and then to get health up so that I can survive the next portion of the hell run. A little low on health here. Less RNG for the next farm. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's a ton of room left in this category, but there's quite a bit more than I think most people expect. A really good run would probably be, excuse me, 20 to 30 seconds better than this. And like an excellent amazing run would be below 56. Hey, Hootie, thank you. I appreciate that.
Come on.
The other thing about this run is it's very RNG dependent. So to get that kind of a crazy run, to get like a low 56, not only would the movement have to be like super good, but you'd have to get really good RNG across the board. Really good RNG for drops, really good RNG for boss patterns.
Freaking run.
So like I was actually just commenting on that. When I got to speed booster, I was like -10.
It's crazy.
And then by the time I got to this missile pack, we were even again, basically. And the reason for that is just because the farm and the speed bugs was way worse in this run than it was in the run before it. Yeah, exactly. The RNG in this run was good enough. It wasn't great. It was good enough.
Go, please.
We missed the D-boost here. It's one of the best D-boosts in the game, and I missed it. I think Croc gave us like 3 swipes. And I missed that super.
4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2.
Yep, 3 swipes. So every time he swipes, I forget how much of a time loss it is, but it is a time loss. Every time he swipes. I don't remember if I get this short charge, but I don't think I do. Thanks, Omni. Yeah, we got world record by a few seconds, but the late game was really bad. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize Summer Best is a 54 now. The 54XX. I've been having so much trouble with that speedball, dude.
Ball, man. Thank you for the gift sub, Long August.
Long August was going crazy during this run, just gift sub after gift sub. Just the whole freaking time. Alright, so we got Grapple Beam. Grapple Beam is very important for this run because it enables farming in Lower Norfair before Ridley. There are other reasons that it's important. It's really important for Suitless Meridia. It's really important for...
Supers, please. Supers, please. Supers, please. Supers,
some of the other movement,
Supers,
like
Thank you.
the lava dive that we do. I don't know if it would be possible if we Shine Sparked as opposed to doing Grapple Beam. Because Grapple takes less health. Just some other stuff. The Dragon Kill. The Dragon Kill and Escape. If we didn't have Grapple Beam, we'd have to get X-Ray some other stuff like that. So yeah, grapple is very important. Now we're going to Lower Norfair. So this is the first really kind of scary part of the run. It's possible to die before this, but it's much less likely. So this is the lava dive. You want to jump high enough here that the flame below doesn't spawn, or you'll get screwed, and then you want to jump high enough on the second one that the cycles on the rest of these are good.
Really almost hit those spikes.
And then you got to do a crystal flash. For anybody who doesn't know, a crystal flash is used by having 10 missiles, 10 super missiles, and 11 power bombs, and being below 50 health total. And then holding L, R down and shoot. And that will restore all of Samus's health up to almost max. If you have like all energy tanks and all reserve tanks, it doesn't quite fill up to max, which is interesting. Alright, next we have the green gate glitch. I think this was a second try. Yeah. So that's not a huge deal. It's a little time loss.
Still haven't timed this to see what's better.
The reserves activate at the bottom of the elevator.
Okay.
I could have done that, but it kind of throws things off for me a little bit, so I didn't do it. It's not a big deal either way.
Okay, so we're one short. No big deal.
Alright, now we're going to grab Screw Attack, which is also very important for this run. It makes survivability through the Lower Norfair way easier, but beyond that, it also makes movement through the rest of the game faster as well. So, definitely a worthy pickup. A lot of people ask why we come to GT. It is for these super missiles specifically. They greatly outweigh the time spent during this fight, so. This is a farming method that I just implemented a few days ago. It's been known for quite a while, but I just started doing it in runs. The nice thing about doing this is you can see how many super missiles you have before you finish the fight, as opposed to getting to the end of the fight and then farming and farming and farming and hoping for supers. So if you need to do extra farms, you can, basically. These are really, really good drops for this part of the run. We want to have a minimum of about 6 power bombs. And if we have 8+, then we can skip the power bomb farm coming up. So this is really good.
Great power bombs. Good supers.
So normally we'd farm these orbs here for power bombs, but we have enough that we don't need to. Yeah, so as far as whether RBO could have been intentional, pretty much everything in the route is feasible except for Dragon. There's no way to get out of Dragon's room without glitches. Dragon's room and the room before, there's just no way to get out without gravity suit and or glitches. We turn off beams so that we can X-Factor Ridley. So we have just Wave Beam equipped right now, and we can do a special beam combo using power bombs. We hit that fly on the way down to avoid the spike damage. Spikes do 60 damage, and those flies do 4. So that's actually really important. Kind of screwed up movement here a little bit, not a big deal.
Nice. Please.
You can grapple the cannon, but you can't get out after the boss fight. You can't physically get out of the room. So you grapple the cannon to get out, but what you're doing is you're exploiting a glitch. Grapple jumps are not an intended mechanic, they're a glitch. And then the room before Dragon, we have to use a Shine Spark to get out, and the Shine Spark we get is from getting grabbed by Dragon during Crystal Flash, which is also a glitch. So we're looking good on drops here, on ammo, sorry. But if I remember correctly, the bug drops before Ridley weren't the best. Basically, we want, after we Crystal Flash here, well, okay, first of all, we need full supers before we Crystal Flash here, and they kept dropping me health. So that cost us probably 5 seconds. And then after we Crystal Flash, we want a couple of rounds of just big health, but mostly we want either both supers or one super and one big health. So that was looking good. And then I think we got up to like 15 or 16, and then we got a bunch of health. Health.
Please.
Oh, that did go better than I remember.
Please.
Health. Okay, that was a pretty good farm. So it was the one before Crystal Flash that was kind of bad. So we use an X Factor here on Ridley. That does 1200 damage. And we shoot 3 missiles, 3 supers, and another X Factor. All 4 particles hit there. So that means we only need 11 charge shots after all the supers. So I deplete all of our super missiles, turn on the other beams. Almost got hit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Good.
So that's a really good fight. And our health is good enough here that we don't need to manually use our reserves, and we'll still get drops, which is very important. Getting drops from Ridley substantially increases the chances of survivability and speed coming out here. Especially, we got really good supers and really good power bombs.
Okay.
We have enough power bombs here that we don't have to get the power bombs of shame on the way out. So that's like a 10+ second time save. I think we still had to farm pirates for super missiles though. Or did we? I think we may have gotten lucky here. Yeah. So this part of the run is insanely good. We're almost never ever going to get drops this good to get out. And just skip the pirates, skip power bombs with shame. Like in terms of this segment, this is like God run status. Thank you for the congrats. So we need to damage down here so that we can Crystal Flash. So I take a flame hit there, and then I take a boulder hit here, and I Crystal Flash. I was really nervous right here. This particular strat is pretty hard. You want to open the door and get through with blue, but I messed up, hit jump. So like that was bad. But then we got the spike suit first try. We'll be using that in Meridia to save a bunch of time. But that means that we also need to carry it all the way through to Meridia, and that is very nerve-wracking. So I was having a very, very hard time maintaining composure here, not screwing up movement. Hey Noctum, I just played both of those games on stream the past month or two. And I have played them many, many times before that. So now we're gonna farm here. The super drops that we got here were insanely good.
That was weird.
But that meant that our health was too low, so I had to do some extra farms after we were full on supers.
Holy crap. Please. Health.
Yeah, so we're already full on supers. That's like insanely good. But our health was too low, so I had to do a few more.
That was a really good farm, except for power bombs.
Alright, so to enter Meridia here without using our spike suit, we have to morph and then unmorph. That puts Samus in a falling state so that we can aim up to shoot the door without using our spike suit. And then we have to use the fish and other things here to do movement to get up this room. And again, not using the spike suit here is very nerve-wracking. I'm doing straight jumps by holding charge because for whatever reason, when you are underwater without gravity suit, if you hold the shoot button while you have a shine spark ready to go, you can still jump straight and it won't get used.
Please, power bombs.
For some reason.
Thank you.
This room went very well. This is a scary room because if you mess it up, you lose like
That was
10, 20 seconds easy. That was scary. Almost screwed that up. We really needed that power bomb.
I should have farmed the other crab too.
We need enough power bombs to crystal flash here, and there's no guarantee that we're going to get any. Like there's no power bomb pack for us to pick up or anything like that, so we're relying on drops right now to get at least one more power bomb. This one drops a power bomb, but I missed the farm, so I had to jump back up, which was also scary.
Slow.
But I didn't screw it up. And then we need to clip through the ceiling here using that Metroid and fight Botwoon. The Botwoon fight actually went pretty bad. He gave us the crappy pattern. But somehow this segment was still a gold, so free time save next time. I guess it was probably still a gold because we didn't have to farm the pirates or power bombs of shame. That's probably why.
Oh my gosh, Botwoon.
But yeah, this was a really bad fight. How does the morph unmorph climb thing there work? So that's
Still
called a grapple
gold?
jump.
What?
Basically,
Jiminy Christmas.
so this is the spike suit, by the way. That saves about 30 seconds or so because it makes it so that we don't have to slowly morph ball through the tunnel and grab the energy tank and stuff. This room is scary too. This is another room where if you mess up, you can easily lose 10 or 20 seconds. But yeah, grapple jumps, basically for some reason, if you morph, if you're on an upswing from a grapple,
Yes, the farm.
and you morph and then unmorph, it puts Samus in a sitting position,
True.
and from a sitting position she can jump. So you just do that over and over, and it lets you grapple jump. Hey, Hoda. This is my video, so it's just me speaking in the background.
All right, here we go.
All right, so good Dragon first pattern. We get gooped. He grabs us. We break free. He doesn't slap us. And then he swoops on us twice.
Please, Dragon. Please.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like 5 seconds, I think.
That's
Gone.
not the worst.
It's okay. It's not a huge time loss.
Could definitely be worse than that.
So yeah, this is where the run really gets intense in terms of pacing. I think we were like -20 here. I was like, okay, like this is it, let's go. Last time I had an even slightly good pace here, I screwed up the grapple jump. Out.
Okay.
Yeah, Omni. I could explain the fight, but it's pretty complicated, and I'd still be explaining it long after it's done. But yeah, basically, I screwed up the grapple jump again, so I was like freaking out. I almost wasn't far enough left there.
Okay. Not a first try,
But-
but that's okay.
We got out, and I was like, okay,
And
we're good. We're out. We're fine. Everything's fine. And then it all went to hell.
Please.
I screwed up here
For the love.
a bunch,
Good grief.
and then I got really slow run speed here. So this room was super slow.
That was a slow room.
And then I screwed up in this room. I'll explain Dragon really fast. So you Crystal Flash, you get grabbed by Dragon
Okay.
in the middle of the
Please,
Crystal Flash.
what are
That
you
gives you a
freaking
flash
doing,
suit,
Zen?
which is the same thing as a spike suit. You just get it in a different way.
Gosh.
And then you change the spike suit into a blue suit by getting grabbed during the Shine Spark windup. So when we get grabbed to do the grapple kill on the turret, before we get grabbed, I activate the Shine Spark,
It's okay. Just get rid of the.
and then she grabs me before it gets used. That turns it into a blue suit. This is a free room right here that I completely mess up for whatever
Really?
reason. And missing the cycle means that it's especially bad. So we miss the fish cycle, so we have to go all slow. And
I
then
am making the dumbest mistakes in all of the easiest rooms.
this room went okay.
Holy crap, dude.
Plasma goes okay. But like if we had golded here, we would have been -30 or so. And instead we were still about -20.
It helps.
We do Moonfall.
That was a moonfall, wasn't it?
And then this right here is one of the worst mistakes in the entire run. This is Forgotten Highway. And messing up in this room is extremely bad.
Oh my gosh.
So this is very, 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 very
That's
slow.
just like 10 seconds.
I said I think we lost about 10 seconds. I don't know if it was that much,
Dude,
but
dude!
yeah. See? So I keep
Oh my
messing up.
gosh!
Keep messing up.
What is happening?
It's so bad.
Friggin' shiny steer, dude. All over the frickin'
Past
boys.
Zenny is incredibly pissed.
This run is embarrassing now. Oh,
Mess that up.
cool, man.
So yeah, at this point in the run, this is where it changed for me. My mindset went from, okay, this is hype, to, okay, this is crap. And like, I knew that even if I got world record, I was going to be disappointed in the run.
Regroup.
So it's hard when mentally, for me, when that switch happens, it's hard to even care. It's hard to care enough to keep the run going. But I didn't screw up that run, or that room. I almost screwed up this room, but I still got the shine spark off.
Didn't miss the spark. That was close. His health is bad. It's really bad.
Her health is pretty low here, which I commented on. We're going to Fantoon.
Hey, Tokyo, thank you for the host.
We mess up the speedball here. Yeah, GGDQ. Exactly. If it's like one room or two rooms, you can shrug that off. When you make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, like, eventually there just comes a point where, like, it's brutal. Fantoon was a mid-mid, which is good. I have not had a fast since coming back to the category. So there's probably still 5 to 10 seconds of gold potential here. We did save some time because our PB previously was a slow. So we saved about 10 seconds on the Fantoon fight. That put us at a minus 22. So we could have been like minus 30 again if I hadn't screwed up so much stuff, but whatever. Missed that.
Please just frickin' go.
I was nervous I was gonna bonk this door, but I trusted my strat. And it worked, so. Messing up this room would have been catastrophic, so I'm glad we didn't. We got through this room okay too.
We golded this segment in my PB, so by a lot.
And yeah, I just commented in the run, we golded this segment, which is from Fantoon to G4. The PB golded by 8 seconds. So basically, I was almost guaranteed to lose time here. Excuse me. I'm gonna leave the run going, but I gotta step out for just a second, sorry.
Really? Please. That was close.
All right. If I remember, we screwed up the moonfall down the second half of Red Tower. I messed up the lag reduction here. Like all the stupid stuff that went wrong. It's so crazy. I messed up the room below Spazer.
Bad.
But crate entry went fine. And this went pretty well too. Yeah. You don't want to shoot there, you want to shoot later.
What I'm doing anymore.
I need to look at my OBS settings again because we're still getting these weird pauses. Not all the time, but it's enough. Yeah, Toofus. Don't worry, they're unsucked. I'm gonna keep going. Screwed that up a little bit, so I had to redo it. Oh my gosh. That's bad right there. That's really bad.
So bad.
I switched my red tower strat because I suck at the other one, and the awesome thing is I actually on average save frames.
Oh my gosh, dude.
But I did not do it correctly. Yay. Not too bad, but... This is the world record. It's
so hard by early game.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's disgusting.
So again, by this point in the run, it was hard. It was hard to world record, and I didn't even really care. That went okay. I think we bonked the door here. Yeah.
Nice door bonk.
Not a huge deal, but it is a time loss. Oh, hi, kitty. You say hello?
Barf.
Say hello. Hello. It's a she. And yeah, she's adorable. She's beautiful.
I did all the hard stuff and then just choked.
Yeah, I made a comment there. I did all the hard stuff and then I
Wasn't very
choked all the
good.
easy stuff at the end.
We could get screwed here.
So I think we're minus
We don't. Still gotta get past baby
minus
skip.
8 here at G4.
Skip, another brain.
But it's, I mean, Turian's hard, right? Best possible time I think was a 56:49. It, you know, I think it had to be lower than that. I think it was a 56:49 after, at the start of Mother Brain. So that room went okay, but we bonked there. I avoided the Rinka there because I didn't want to risk our health being too low. That room went fine. And then this room also went fine. The cat's name is Nia. I was a little nervous about Baby Skip, because I knew we still had a chance and I didn't want to disappoint everybody. It wasn't a very good start, so we had to do the extra jump here.
One extra jump.
And I was like, okay, Turian went pretty well. If we can just get Zeb Skip. And then we mess up Zeb Skip. So I wasn't sure if this would work, but it did, thankfully. Thank you, Kung Fu Crickets, for the Prime sub. Not gonna happen, guys. And I made the comment, I don't think this is gonna happen, guys. And that's because I expected Mother Brain to give us a really bad catch-up pattern. You want her to do it like right after 16. She did it right at 16. So 3, 4. We avoided a second catch-up by a handful of frames at most there. And a second catch-up would have been RIP on the world record, so that was really close. That was insanely close. It depends on the category. If you have screw attack, yeah. If you have screw attack and enough ammo. No, this is regular do. It's just the green is being chroma keyed out. Stand-up is a little bit different in this category because your health gets refilled earlier, which changes the baby's positioning. Basically, after your health is full, the baby will just stop wherever your health was full, or whenever it gets hit. And at the end of this, you want it to be roughly at the middle of the right wall, or it takes a long time to swing around to finish the animation. So that was okay, probably lost like a second compared to being optimal. And then our actual beam shots also, we lost just a little bit of time because we didn't get all of our beam shots in before the end of the fight. So we had to do one extra hyper beam. I was a little nervous about the escape. Because I whiffed the Shine Spark in that other run that was actually good, that I loved, now I'm like really conscious of these Shine Sparks again, which is a good thing, but it's also really nerve-wracking. So we get this, and then I was like, this has gone really well. Maybe if we're lucky, we will get a 4x. And then I messed up the movement there, and then we didn't get the good thing there, and then we got double steamed here. So, 52. Thank you, Omni. Thank you for the 10 gift subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Good job.
56-52.
No, she's too shy. I can't believe freaking.
Thanks, Hootie.
That's so bad. Look at this.
I'm gonna keep doing RBO. I can't. I mean, I can't leave the category with the
Then we
PB that I
lost.
hate. I just can't.
We lost 3 seconds. We gained 4 because of Fantune. Then we lost 14. Then
I actually do
lost
want to run SMI Hundo at some point,
4 more.
unironically, but
Okay.
all right. Taco Tank was a second try on that run. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me while we watch that. I'm gonna do some other stuff. I'm not gonna do RBO runs right now. Give me just a minute to get other stuff set up. Thank you for the gift subs, Constantine. I really appreciate that.